This week on The Big Game, our season's final loose cannon, Bobby the Bus, sat down with one goal: win the NAPT prize. A roller coaster week saw him up.
Now I got a shot for that 50 package and that nice little beautiful trophy.
Down.
Hey, you want to see me go early, huh?
Talking trash.
All I know is, Phil, you're not going to get there again when I get you smashed.
And feeling frustrated.
You got me again. Is this sick? Is this sick, man.
Tonight, on the season finale, will our loose cannon make a late push and win it all? Or will this man, David Fishman, school teacher and father of two, hang on to his lead and claim the big prize? It all comes to a head right now on The Big Game.
You want to play big pot against me? You'll get your chance before this is over.
This is the PokerStars.net Big Game.
Welcome to the final big game this season. Alongside Joe Stapleton, I'm Chris Rose, where tonight some of the world's best continue action in our state-of-the-art poker room with nearly 700 grand on the table.
Elke Gros-Pellier hails all the way from France, but so far this week on the big game, he's down over $25K in good old American cheddar.
Abe Mosseri's mood is almost always up, even when his stack is down. He's stuck over 20,000.
Lex Feldhaus joins the game in Phil Hellmuth's stead. He's always good for some action and a couple of zingers. He's in for 150K.
Canadian Peter Jetton has quietly built his stack to a table-leading profit of just over $66,000.
The man in green is barely in red. Amit Makija has played tight and wisely, and he probably earned enough cred to bluff his way back to even.
And standing by with Amanda Leatherman is this week's loose cannon, Bob Ferdinand. The former bus driver from Boston has hit plenty of stop-and-go traffic at the table. Tonight he has one final chance to turn a profit and try to win that NAPT passport.
Bob, this is the last session of the week. You still feel like you can do it?
I have 91K left, so I still got a shot. I started out pretty strong, and then I lost a few hands, and Phil was playing really aggressive, but I've been card dead too, so let's see what happens here.
What's your strategy coming into the last session?
I'm going to play a lot more hands, a lot more suited connectors. I'm going to play them strong, and I'm going to push.
You ready to get it in?
Chips are going to go flying.
You still confident?
Yes, I am.
You look confident. You got this.
I got 91K left. Anything can happen.
All right, Bob, good luck.
Okay, thanks.
Quick reminder, each cannon has been staked 100 grand to play, keeps all winnings above the initial 100,000, and the loose cannon who's won the most money after tonight earns a North American Poker Tour passport worth 50,000. That includes buy-ins and expenses to a series of NAPT events.
That's David Fishman, the leading loose cannon at $129,600. As our last loose cannon, Bobby the Bus will not have the option to return next week. So this is it.
30 hands left for him to do some damage. Action on Peter Jetton. Folds. AMAC is out. 4 deuce suited for the cannon.
He said he was going to play more suited connectors.
And he ain't lying. He raises to 1,200. Ace-9 for Elke on the button. Calls. Abe Mosseri out. As is Lex.
Bobby looks disgusted, and the flop hasn't even hit yet.
7-5 queen. Elke still best.
Both whiffed.
The cannon checks. Elke checks. Ace of hearts on the turn, giving Elke top pair. The cannon checks. Elke fires 2,200, and Bobby folds.
God, this is so sick. That's 7-5 this hand. If you didn't call, I was going to call.
Ha! Even the pros do that. I knew it.
As Elke takes down the pot, let's go over the rules of the big game. Each table lasts exactly 150 hands. The action pre-flop is pot limit, then no limit after the flop. Blinds are 2 and 400 with a $100 ante, all of which is paid by the player on the button. Every player begins with at least 100 grand, but can reload for up to $500,000.
As the hands wane, expect Bobby to open his range.
Like he did on hand 1.
27.
I think I keep track, babe.
You know you don't get to go home with any of that money.
I know that.
So many of them make the mistake to wait for the last 10 hands. God, I wish they would start showing sooner.
I'm guessing this is what it's like to be the turkey on the day before Thanksgiving.
The carving knives are out, and one of those ready to feast. Lex looking at King Jack. Raises to 1,400. A pair for Jetton. Calls. Amit's out. King-9 for the Canon.
If Bobby wants to widen his range, he really should be 3-betting.
Nope, he calls. Elke calls.
I don't want to be the tightest player here.
Abe's in.
Abe's starting the needling early. That one pointed literally at AMAC.
5 to the flop. Queen 8-6. 2 hearts. Everybody whiffs. Elke checks. Abe checks. Lex checks. Jetton still best. Checks. And so does the Canon. 4 of hearts on the turn. A set for Jetton. Lex has a flush draw. It goes check, check to Veldhouse.
Lex does have the one and only heart.
He checks.
Jetton's got a monster, and he's likely to bet to prevent a free heart, but I don't see him getting much action. Maybe from Lex.
Jetton bets 6,500. The Canon folds. So does Elke. Abe's out, and Lex too. So Jetton adds to the biggest stack at the table.
Almost hit me that card.
Well, the man who will undoubtedly drive the action tonight is Bobby the Bus. He's the one person who can catch the leading loose cannon, David Fishman. The father of 2 and cancer survivor is with Amanda.
Dave, time is running out. Are you getting excited yet?
I'll be excited when it's all done. 25 hands or so more, and then I'll be excited. If it all falls the way I hope it
You a little
will.
nervous, or you feel like you got this?
I'm not thinking one way or the other. I really don't want to do that right now. 25 hands when it's over, then I'll see where it ends up. I'm thrilled just to have been here. I mean, this has just been a great ride.
Are you rooting for Bob to win, though?
I'd definitely like to see him take some money home. Absolutely.
Just not the package.
That's okay. He could stop 100,000, 110,000. That's all good.
Have you started thinking about playing all those NAPT tournaments yet?
Not going to let it even get into my mind. I can't go there. I can't go there. 25 hands, I'll be all over it.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
Let's sweat the game together, all right?
Absolutely.
All I can say is that David Fishman seems like a genuinely good guy, and I don't know how anyone not wearing Red Sox or Patriots apparel right this second could possibly root against him.
God, I hope he had 3 hands in a row and go to 200K, and then like that, his tie will go. It'll choke him.
If you double up, he might have a heart attack over there.
He might. He might.
We'll wait for you to turn a profit before anyone calls ahead for the EMTs.
Suited connectors for Peter Jetton. Limps.
Prepare for a lot of limping as the sharks start circling the cage that's sure to bust open at some point between this and the next 24 hands.
AMAC also limps.
If Bobby's going to be entering pots, he should raise, and as big as he can.
He raises to 2,500. Elke's out.
This could be a trap, by the way.
Abe Mosseri is obsessed with the word trap.
Lex calls. So does Jetton. So does Makija.
If Bobby's going to hit a hand with Jack-10, he probably wants as much action as he can get.
The flop. Jack Ace-5, 2 clubs.
Everyone caught something.
Lex checks bottom pair. Jetton checks his flush draw. AMAC checks second pair. Bobby the Bus checks second pair as well.
I know he's outkicked, but Bobby probably should have bet there.
Trip 5s now for Lex, who fires 4,800. Jetton calls.
Still on a flush draw.
AMAC's out.
Tightly and wisely folds.
The Canon sticks.
Bobby's pickled himself by not betting the flop.
King of hearts on the river. Lex still best.
Lex caught up, and now Bobby's on the defensive. A Queen 10 gut shot came in on the river, which is all Lex really needs to be worried about. Seems like an obvious spot for a value bet.
Veldhouse fires 18-3.
Jetton bricked.
And folds.
Bobby's second pair has become third pair, and Lex has just let out twice in a 3-way pot. And Bobby should know that Lex knows that Bobby's going to get less and less bluffable as the hands tick away.
So it's a he knows that he knows that he knows sort of thing.
You know it. If Bobby had kept a lead in the hand by betting the flop, he could have stayed away from this type of situation. If he makes this call, it'll put a severe dent in his stack.
Bobby calls. Lex shows his 5 and wins a pot of 62 grand.
That is just a brutal hand for Bobby the Bus.
Meanwhile, Lex has a new poker groupie. It's David Fishman. Well, Bobby has 65,000 left and only 23 hands to turn a profit and make a run at that NAPT passport.
Now, I know it's a cliche, but anything can still happen.
Not sure that's comforting to Bobby right now.